there's nothing in this that like really jumps out where you're like, damn, that fool said. This industry is composed of demons that scheme. In the meetings with the moguls, my demeanor is king. For this priceless graffiti, it's bright lights for the rest of my life. Cop some merch if you see me. I mean, it's good. I like that he's plugging his merch. There's not anything like insanely fucking intricate. I mean, if you're trying to find something that rhymes with graffiti, See Me is a pretty, go-to. But I do like that it is definitely above average as opposed to what is coming out now, and that there is a visual being created there as far as like the industry, and he's trying to find his lane in the industry and pushing his own merch and branding himself. So I'm gonna give this a 3. I mean, I've seen Asia like spit like some flames. That's not as ferocious of a verse as I've heard from Asia. Okay. Feeling philanthropic. I might build a school a block from the projects. I want to see progress, like less rappers and more doctors. Put the mic down, little brother, I got this. Obnoxious. Now this is, I'm gonna put this up in the upper echelon of some. I mean, obviously, like, using the multi-syllables of philanthropic is a challenge, so this is not your average MC. He's also talking about progressive things within the culture, which, definitely shows some depth. Put the mic down. And then that classic, like, you can tell this kind of has a boom bap feel of it, where he threw in the obnoxious at the end. Put the mic down, little brother, I got this. Obnoxious, like that. I'm gonna give this one a 4, but I might I feel like it could be 5-ish, but I'm gonna give it a 4. It feels good in my city. I'm the man. Voice of my community, you gotta understand. We ain't playing with these rhymes. Set the bar high. I wanna be the greatest while you quit doing the minimum. Okay, did I read that wrong? It feels good in my city, I'm the man. Okay, so understand, voice of my community, you gotta understand. That's kind of, it's not the most complicated. We ain't playing with these rhymes. Set the bar high. I want to be the greatest while you quit doing the minimum. Okay. But I mean, I like the overall sentiment of what they are saying. But this could be like some just crazy MF Doom, like just purposely not rhyme, like. Set the bar high, want to be the greatest while you quit doing the minimum. I mean, I would have thought that would be like a sky or a I or a Y, but maybe this dude's just on some like, that's so predictable, I'm just gonna say minimum. Out of its context, I gotta give this like a 2. Oh shit, sorry, Wix. Oh man. Want to be the greatest while quit doing the minimum. Right. Like, so. Alright. That freak bitch gonna swallow, okay? That freak bitch gonna swallow dick for the semen. In and out of town. Can't let them know when I'm leaving. Yeah, my city hot and the feds doing the sweeping. 559 baby. They know who do the geeking. Okay, I actually know who this is. This is from that song 559 Baby. And I love that song. I really love that song. And while it's not the most complicated, rhyme scheme, I mean, I know what he's doing and it works in this context. It's a little unfair because the previous three, like I had no context of what they were in, and this is, it's not your most like intricate wordsmithery, but it works very well in the context of that song. So in the context of that song, I would give it a 5, but just out of context for the song, because I give that song a 5.
Yeah. Right.
But just out of context, if this was just straight like lyrics, then I mean I gotta be fair, man. I gotta give it like a 2 or 3. No, just but I love that song. But if this was just on some MC shit, on some like no, I mean it is kind of basic, but I think it's intentionally basic. When you're 17, a record deal looks promising. Ooh, okay, but now you're 26 with no degree. It's like you're stuck with this. Okay, I might be reading this wrong. When you're 17, a record deal looks promising. But now you're 26 with no degree. It's like you're stuck with this. A luxury of being local, opening for cats, and 10 of them won't equal 1 of me. Enough to make you go on a killing spree. Man, I like it a lot, man. I like this the thought and the depth. It's storytelling. It's talking about a real issue that obviously I'm sure a lot of local MCs feel. The structure, when you're 17, a record deal looks promising, but now you're 26 with no degree. I don't think I would need to hear this because I feel like it could be like when you're 17, a record deal looks promising, but now you're 26 with no degree. It's like you're stuck with this. That's another like. I feel like the hit should be like on luxury or degree or something that is more related to like promising, but again that's just completely out of context. The luxury of being local, opening for cats, and 10 of them won't equal 1 of me. Enough to make you go on a killing spree. I'd have to hear it, but just on the context and the fact that they're like, I feel like if I were to hear this in the song, like they're probably hitting the beat and like just manipulating syllables and enunciations, which me personally, I'm a huge fan of. So I would give this like a 3 or 4. Okay, and this does sound like some Otis, like he would, like he's very storytelling based, and then he will break left and do some like lyrical like type stuff, but it's always within the, I feel like Otis always puts his storytelling first, so, and I could see this because Otis got kind of that gruff voice where he would, this would work with, with him. Okay. I can feel it in the air, we on our way up, trying to make it for all those nights that we stayed up. I'm outside, I don't lay up. Went and got the drum and put the K up. Okay, well, I mean every bar in here is up, so. But honestly, sometimes that's necessary. Man, I feel like just reading this, that this shit has to be like something that just like hits, like where he's like saying it like, and yeah, the up, repetitiveness, like, I don't want to come off like I'm some like backpacker lyrical miracle, like just need to have some like crazy fucking wordplay. I feel like sometimes just like the bluntness is necessary in this music. Yeah, I don't know, just reading this the way that it's so blunt, I feel like it's blunt enough where there has to be like a lot of emotion and passion in this, and I would assume that this shit hits, like, or it might not. I mean, you could deliver this all the way wrong and this could just come off fucking whatever, but I feel like this could be the context of what he's saying here. Like, when you say like something, I can feel it in the air, we're on our way up, trying to make up for all the nights that we stayed up, like, I feel like whoever would say something like that had to put like some like oomph behind it. So for what it is, I'm gonna give it a 3. Okay, the world's biggest little city. Somebody's from Fresno. The world's biggest little city that's evolving slow. If you get conceived here, you might leave here on death row. Ooh, okay. Or die before you watch your seed live. That's why my tolerance higher. It's like I need priv. I'm a big fan of this one right here. The little Fresno fucking shout out. There's a cool cadence, real good, syllable placement. You might not leave here on death row. Like, I mean, it's double time in certain parts. Or die before you watch your seed live. That's why my tolerance higher. It's like I need priv. Shoot, I'm gonna give this like a 4 or 5. Ooh, is this plus?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I've always loved Plus's flow, man. Even since back in like the days when he was fucking with like Macman and Diego and all them, bro. Like, he's always had such a fucking clean ass flow. That shit will hurt you bad when you lose someone close. I cope with my thoughts with this this expensive smoke. I take value in where I'm from. It ain't too many like us. We put it all on the line if the truth entitled. We put it all on the line if the truth entitled. Yeah, okay. That makes way more fucking sense. Sorry. I feel like this could hit hella hard if delivered fucking right. Because there's like good content. I mean, it's not any crazy like syllable placement or anything like that. Like, there's, but it's not basic either. That shit will hurt you bad when you lose someone close. I cope my thoughts with this that expensive smoke. I'll say a 3 on this. Yeah, you can tell that there's like some of that like emphasis behind it. I mean, it's not like lyrical miracle, like wordy, whatever, but it's got some stuff in here. You're talking when you're hearing like the context of like losing someone close. So I would assume it's being delivered with a little bit of and then when you so I would imagine that this expensive smoke, I would assume that would hit like super hard. I take value in where I'm from. And too many like us. Yeah, we put it all on the line if the truth and tied. Yeah, I'll give it a 3. When you reach my age and you've been living as lit as me, oh boy. This fucking. When you reach my age and you've been living as lit as me, you don't chase women, let alone your Hennessy. You pick your poison, it develops a remedy. You live alone as your own worst enemy. This would sound really good if it was sung as a country melody. I'm gonna give this guy a freaking a 1. Hyphy talk. More yee than huh. Style satin, eat it patent. Ride the wave like you Aladdin. I'm up next like I be batting. What I have I once imagined. Give me seeds, I'll build a cabin. Ooh, look at me, I'm the captain. Okay? Look, this might be one of the better ones. I mean, style satin, need it patent. Ride the wave like you Aladdin. I mean, there's some good syllable writing in there. Riding the wave. I'm up next, like I be batting, or batting, but I'm assuming it said batting. Not the most complicated line. I mean, it's kind of whatever, but I mean, no, not really complicated at all. But on what I imagined, give me seeds and I'll build a cabin. Now that's kind of dope because, you know what I mean? Like, I was gonna plant the seeds, grow a tree, cut it down, make boards, build a whole fucking structure with that shit. Look at me. I'm the captain. That's, yeah, okay. I'm gonna fuck around and throw this shit up. I mean, I'm up next, like I be batting is pretty fucking basic, but the overall context, man, I feel like this is like 3 or 4. Oh, is it? Okay. Z Will is past bars, like, I mean, that's just unknown. He said fucking, give me seeds, I'll build a cabin. Put some cabinets in that shit. That fucking. You ain't never felt pain, then you ain't felt weak. You ain't never felt pain, then you ain't felt weak. I remember days after school with Zay smoking tree. Can't believe my brother gone. They put him 6 feet. Now I'm balling on that court like Miami Heat. Pretty classic rhyme pattern. The similes, you know, like balling on the court like Miami Heat. I mean, it hits, but I mean, it's not a real complicated simile. I feel like, you know, like a lot of similes like that have gone through, you know, Heat and 6 feet, you know, pretty, you know, go-to rhyme structure. You ain't never felt pain, then you ain't never felt weak. I think there might be something deeper there. I like that. I like that verse. I like that part of the verse. I remember days after school was they smoking tree. That's pretty, you know, I mean, it's, I'm not going to say that like none of this is whack. It's pretty, you know, it sounds like it flows well and whatnot, but there's nothing in this that like really jumps out where you're like, damn, that fool said on the court like Miami Heat. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like we've heard somebody say, you know, I'm freaking getting bucks like Milwaukee, you know, like fucking mad times. So yeah, I gotta give this one like a 2. Like I like this first part. You ain't never felt pain, you ain't felt weak. But just as far as bars, like from a lyrical standpoint, like the similes are, you know, like that's just not that. At least for me, you know, like, I'm a maverick like Dallas. My name's Sam from F.T.K. Been in this shit for over 20 years, throwing MC battles. Kind of just analyzing. I'm kind of a hip hop nerd. I've spent a lot of time kind of analyzing the whole like structure of how rhymes are written, whether it's freestyle or, you know, a song. And I'm an advocate for the culture. F.T.K all day, building for the children.